This one will be your quickest video of all of the lessons that we cover. So I think you'll like this one. Hang on just a second. I gotta set all my pieces. The product rule. When you've got the same base and they are multiplied, do you see what you do? You add your exponents. When the same base is divided, you subtract your exponents. Now, a power raised to a power, you multiply your exponents. I'm just showing you a few of the most important exponent rules. Now, a negative exponent, you end up with a fraction. I don't necessarily like this rule. I'm going to modify this rule. Now, a zero exponent, with one exception, is 1. Okay? Now, 0 to anything except 0 is always 0. Now, notice how many questions we have on this homework. You got it. Only 4. Now, numbers 1 and 2, you can put straight into your calculator. Like, really? Uh-huh. Yeah, really. You really can. Am I going to? No. Because I want to show it to you. Because this is how you do it by hand. And writing by mouse sucks. It's not real user-friendly writing with a mouse. And your hand cramps, but it is what it is. Now, negative kills a negative, choppa choppa. So we end up with a negative answer. 3 times 3 times 3. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 again is 27. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. Is it really that easy? Yes, it is. Now, number next. I like my rule. If it has a negative exponent, it moves across the fraction bar and it becomes, and the exponent becomes positive. Now, anything times 1 is itself. If everything moves, put that 1 there. So what we've got is 1 times 3 to the negative 2 over 1. Now, I have to move that. So that leaves me 1 over. Now, 1 times stuff is stuff. So since I have something down here, I can get rid of this 1. So 3 squared, when that moves, that exponent becomes positive. 3 squared is 3 times 3, so that's 1 over 9. Now, number 3 and number 4 are the hardest ones. Actually, number 3 is the hardest one, so I'm going to hold off on that one. Okay? I'm going to do number 4 next. Three goes into 15 5 times. Now, that has a negative exponent. So I'm going to move it. And I'm also going to say something. Sometimes the old way is the best way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 1, 2, 3. That's 4 and 3. Now, when that comes up, that's 3. It's positive. 1, 2, 3. That 5 stays on the bottom. There's 2 x's. 1, 2. So 1, 2. Choppa, choppa. There's 2 x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 y's. So x squared y to the 6th over 5. And that is our answer. Woo! Are you okay? So we've got the easy ones out of the way. And putting that one in your program is not hard. You type in your x, you type in your y, go back, go back to this spot right there, and you do Shift 6, and I'm going to type it in because it'll be easier. And let me change the font. Do Shift, well, come on. Do Shift 6, 2, and then you're gonna go here. Whoops. You're gonna go there, and you're gonna do Shift 6 and put a 6. Then you're going to put a fraction bar, and you're going to type the number 5. Then just hit enter. You don't have to click out of the box and then hit submit. You just have to type the 5 in and hit enter. Okay? Now, I need to clear the board because there's not enough space to fit number 3 in there yet. So here it goes. Number 3, I'm going to circle what needs to be done. So -3 times 2 is -6. And +2 times -2 is -4. Your next step is to combine like terms. Same base multiplied. Same base multiplied is your product rule. Product rule says add your exponents. -6 plus -4 is -10. Now, because I have a negative exponent, the rule is move it across the fraction bar. Now, sometimes, just like here, I had to move it across the fraction bar was moving it up. Across the fraction bar on number 3 is moving it down. Okay? Now, everything on number 3 is moving, so I needed to put times 1. On number 4, I still had 5x squared, so I didn't have to put anything else when I moved that y to the third. But everything on number 3 is moving, so I have to have something there. Now, I have an x to the 4th times an x, and remember, when it goes across the fraction bar, the exponent changes sign. It becomes positive. Now, same base multiplied, add exponent. Now I've got a +4 and a +10. Well, that's not bad. When they're both positive, we know what to do with those. It's when they're both negative that we have issues with them, like here. But this one's not bad. And that, you guys, is chapter 1.2. Is it really that short? Uh-huh. How cool is that? If you got questions, Just email me.